Hi everyone, Steve Siegel here from Ecuadorian Rainforest, and this is my review of CoolerCleanse, a juice cleanse program that I recently did. Now, before I begin, I just want to say that Ecuadorian Rainforest is in no way affiliated with the company behind CoolerCleanse, and the opinions expressed by me here are solely my own and not the company's. I just wanted to take an opportunity to give you my opinions on something that has to do with the natural products industry. How did I decide upon CoolerCleanse? Well, I was walking down 9th Avenue in my neighborhood of Hell's Kitchen, and I saw Juice Generation, a store along 9th Avenue. And while I've never actually gone in, I do know they make smoothies and they have sandwiches and everything else. I'm pretty loyal to my one smoothie place, which just happens to be a block from where I live. So I saw a sign on the window for CoolerCleanse.com, and I decided to, when I got back home, to log on and see what was the whole deal. The website was very nice, very clean, very modern. A lot of bright colors, bright fruits and vegetables. Typical natural products sort of marketing. When I saw they had some options of individual, you could buy each day individually for something like $58, but they have two programs. One is the 3-day juice cleanse, and another one is the 5-day juice cleanse. Well, being that this was my first juice cleanse, I thought 3 days was probably going to be the better choice for me, so that's what I chose. I logged on. It was simple. Placed the order right on the website, selected 7 a.m. for my delivery time, and I was all set. So, $174 later, which I do think is a little bit pricey for just juices, but the convenience factor is that it comes delivered in these little cooler bags. I guess that's where they get CoolerCleanse from. And you get 3 of these packs with about 6 juices on the inside, all cooled. And you must drink them in 3 days because on the label it says that they are not pasteurized, there's no added stuff in there, so this stuff will go really bad in a couple of days, unlike most of our food, which is full of preservatives and can last through the next nuclear war. Anyway, so I printed out some of the information just to go through what it was. You have an order of which you're supposed to drink each juice, 1 through 6. So I guess I'll start up. The first one was the essential greens, which had this one included some cucumbers, celery, parsley, spinach, kale, dandelion greens, watercress, pear, lemon, and ginger. And I like on the website how they said taste like. So each one has the ingredients, and then it says taste like. So this one says, taste like fresh greens with a kick of warming ginger and just the right amount of sweetness. I thought it tasted like you were eating your backyard. It was good the first time, but they make you drink one a little bit later, and after all the juices, the first day it's just not appealing. But the first one was good. The first one wasn't so bad. It was a little bit earthy, but it wasn't bad. The next one, which was the Essential Red, was my favorite, actually. The Essential Red was carrot, beet, Fuji apple, and lemon. Now, I could have done without the beet, but remember, you're not eating any food here, so I don't even need to explain what beets do to you. This says it tastes like zingy and sweet with a splash of citrus and crisp apple. That's pretty accurate, but you can definitely taste a little bit of the beet, and I'm not a big fan of beet juice. I'm a pretty regular person, so I don't eat a lot of beets, but you could definitely taste it in there. Another one of my favorites, which you drink later on in the day, was the grapefruit and mint. Now that is ruby red grapefruit and mint. Very simple, very delicious, amazing. It says refreshing, sweet, tart, citrus balanced with cooling and uplifting green. I'd want to purchase that again just for a regular day. Maybe mix a little vodka in it. But it was probably one of the best ones out of the bunch. My least favorites. Now, those were the ones later on in the day. And granted, while you're drinking these, I think the novelty that you're doing a juice cleanse, that you're being healthy, that you're resetting your clock, or your body, is in your mind. But I like food, and during the probably around 2, 3 p.m. I was craving something solid. Everything looked good. Everything I smelled amazing. Um, but anyway, so back to the last two. So the last two were young coconut water, and that's 100% pure, raw, young Thai coconut water. A little bit too sweet for me, and I'm looking at they give you the nutritional breakdown, and I'm trying to see the sugars. It has 13 grams of sugars. I'm not really a sweets type of person. I'm more of a savory type of person. I like my foods rather than my desserts. And I thought it was far too sweet. It's the only one that I didn't finish all the way, along with the next one that was my least favorite, which was the almond nut milk milk juice. That one was also a little bit too sweet for my taste, and that's actually the dinner one. So after the entire day of juicing, you want to sit down, and I would have thought they would have given us something a little bit less desserty. And this was completely like they mentioned it. This one, the almond milk one, has almond nut milk and I believe vanilla. I just totally messed up all my papers here. That one, this one has raw almonds, vanilla bean, dates, and filtered water. You definitely taste the vanilla. It tasted like a milkshake. And I don't know about you, I didn't feel that it was the healthiest way to end the evening. Especially with all the sugars, I felt a lot hungrier afterwards. So, not a big fan of that. As for the 3 days, I only lasted 1.5 days. By the second morning, I tried to go to the gym to do about, they recommend some light exercise. I thought, on average, I do probably about 45 minutes on the elliptical. I couldn't even do 10. I was so weak. I was weak, I was dizzy, I was irritable. So I just called it off and I headed to my office. Upon doing half the day of the juice cleanse, I just gave up. Headed straight for the supermarket. And funny, I was craving carbs, so I went and got a loaf of rye bread from the bakery and salt. I got a little jar of olives, like a mix of Italian olives and peppers and everything else, and got that, and I was completely satisfied. Would I do the cleanse again? I don't think so. Maybe one day, but I definitely wouldn't embark upon 3 days. Mainly because, one, I do like to work out, a couple days a week, preferably 5 or 6 days a week, just to get some cardio, just to do just to sweat a little bit. And this completely drained me of my energies, and I don't think I could ever participate in something that completely drains you, of anything, any motivation to do anything. I couldn't even concentrate at work. It was very, very hard. You were constantly thinking about, okay, 2 hours juice, 2 hours juice. Perhaps maybe at a different setting. The description on the website says, short and easy to fit your busy schedule. Our signature cleanse boosts body functioning, increases energy while making you look and feel lighter and brighter. It's a good introduction to juice cleansing. Experienced cleansers use it as a quick pick-me-up throughout the year, or to return to healthy habits if they've strayed. I don't know how busy everyone else is, but I consider myself to be moderately busy, and I don't think this juice cleanse is good for anyone that is busy working and doing all this. I actually ended up giving one day to one of my neighbors, and she said the same thing. She said one day was enough, especially with work and errands and just daily life, modern life. This might not be the cleanse for someone like that. Now, if you maybe incorporated it into, say, a weekend getaway, to a cabin in the woods, and you had time to just relax and do that, I think that might work. But to do it while you're working and working out and responsibilities is definitely not it. So.